In 2026, the Philippines has taken a major step in modernizing its armed forces with the unveiling of the M-250, a powerful and highly anticipated multi-role military weapon system that symbolizes the country's defense ambitions in Southeast Asia. The M-250 is not just a weapon, it's a milestone in the Philippines' military transformation, developed with strategic foresight and regional security in mind. It signals a significant pivot from the traditional, largely import-dependent defense posture to a more hybridized and homegrown capability. The M-250 is designed to be modular, adaptable, and highly efficient in a range of battlefield conditions. Drawing from the experience of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, AFP, over the past 2 decades, including counterinsurgency campaigns in Mindanao, territorial patrols in the South China Sea, and peacekeeping missions, the M-250 addresses the gaps that previous weapon systems could not fill. At its core, the M-250 is a multi-platform system that can function as a mobile artillery unit, a precision-guided missile platform, and even as a support system for air defense operations. It's a true game-changer in terms of how the Philippines can deploy its forces, defend its territory, and participate in coalition operations with allied nations like the United States, Japan, and Australia. The weapon was developed in collaboration with a combination of domestic firms under the Department of National Defense and foreign partners specializing in weapons systems, particularly from South Korea and Israel. The result is a high-caliber, next-gen solution tailored specifically for archipelagic warfare, where terrain diversity and logistical constraints can be incredibly challenging. Let's talk about the technical specifications first. The M-250 features a smart targeting system equipped with advanced AI-enabled optics, thermal imaging, and radar integration. Its targeting scope allows for day and night operations, with the ability to lock onto both fixed and moving targets at distances of up to 15 km in missile mode and about 8 km in direct fire mode. The M-250 fires a newly developed 155mm round for conventional artillery roles and can switch to missile mode using the locally adapted guided missile, a joint innovation between the Philippines and South Korean engineers. These missiles are capable of top attack trajectories and can defeat enemy armored vehicles, bunkers, and even low-flying UAVs. Mobility was a critical requirement in the design of the M-250. Mounted on a high-mobility vehicle platform adapted from the South Korean K-808 chassis, the M-250 offers both speed and rugged terrain capability. The suspension system allows for high-speed transport across rough terrain, urban environments, and coastal areas, giving commanders flexibility in troop deployment and fire support. The vehicle is powered by a turbocharged 550 horsepower diesel engine, providing a top speed of 110 km per hour on road and 60 km per hour off-road. The platform includes run-flat tires and armor plating capable of withstanding small arms fire, shell fragments, and light anti-vehicle weapons. It also comes with automatic fire suppression systems and NBC, nuclear, biological, chemical, protection, which is essential for modern battlefield survivability. Crew configuration includes a driver, commander, gunner, and 2 support personnel. Inside, the digital control interface is optimized for ease of use and rapid decision-making. The M-250 is also integrated into the Philippines' recently upgraded battlefield command and control network, allowing it to be remotely tasked or redirected via secure satellite uplink or battlefield drones. From a strategic standpoint, the M-250 is a critical piece in the Philippines' broader defense modernization program under Horizon 3. With escalating maritime tensions in the West Philippine Sea and the growing need for mobile, quick-response ground assets, the M250 has been positioned as both a deterrent and an operational backbone. It fits perfectly into the hybrid defense doctrine the AFP has been shaping, combining asymmetric warfare, mobility, and precision engagement. As of early 2026, the first batch of M250 units has already been deployed in military bases in Palawan, Zamboanga, and select northern Luzon regions. Training for the M250 began in late 2025, with over 500 personnel from the Philippine Army and Marine Corps completing intensive instruction on deployment, maintenance, and live-fire exercises. Initial field reports have praised the M250's low maintenance profile and high accuracy during simulated engagements. A particularly noteworthy feature is its drone interception capability. The AI-guided fire control system can track and engage low-flying drones that attempt to breach perimeter defenses. In one exercise, an M250 successfully neutralized a simulated UAV swarm, demonstrating how adaptable the platform is in multi-threat scenarios. Beyond its combat roles, the M250 is also expected to play a key part in humanitarian assistance and disaster response. Its mobility and communication capabilities make it an ideal platform for delivering supplies, conducting search and rescue, or setting up emergency communications in disaster-hit areas, a recurring necessity in the typhoon-prone Philippines. Economically, the development and partial domestic assembly of the M250 has contributed to local industry growth. Over 30% of its components are sourced from Philippine companies, including communication hardware, armor plating, and software systems. The government hopes to raise this to 50% by 2028 through technology transfer agreements. In terms of cost, the M250 is considerably more affordable than comparable Western systems. Each unit is estimated at around $3.5 million, a figure that includes weapons systems, mobility platform, and support infrastructure. In contrast, Western equivalents often range from $5 to $8 million per unit. This cost-effectiveness allows the Philippines to scale its production without compromising quality or capability. Analysts see the M250 as a model for how smaller nations can build scalable and efficient military platforms through international cooperation and adaptive design. With regional threats becoming more complex, including cyber warfare, gray zone tactics, and irregular combat, weapons like the M250 provide the tactical advantage of flexibility, resilience, and technological edge. Globally, military observers from ASEAN neighbors, including Vietnam, Indonesia, and Thailand, have expressed interest in the M250's development. Talks are ongoing regarding potential export variants, which could further bolster the Philippines' defense industry and provide an avenue for regional defense collaboration. It's important to note that the M250 is not just a weapon of war, it's a strategic investment in national resilience. It strengthens deterrence, boosts local innovation, and fosters a new generation of military professionals skilled in advanced weapons systems. Public sentiment around the M250 has been largely positive. National defense forums, local media, and military blogs have covered the M250's debut extensively, hailing it as a symbol of progress and independence in military affairs. However, concerns remain about ensuring consistent funding, maintenance, and long-term support, areas where past Philippine defense projects have faced challenges. To address these, the Department of National Defense has partnered with local universities and vocational schools to train a new cadre of defense technicians and engineers. This ensures that the M250 will have the necessary domestic support structure for upgrades, repairs, and eventual improvements. Speaking of upgrades, The M250 platform is already being evaluated for future enhancements. These may include a remote weapon station, counter-battery radar integration, and enhanced cyber protection for its digital systems. Another long-term possibility is an unmanned variant, which could allow remote deployment in high-risk zones, minimizing human exposure. As the AFP looks toward a more modern, responsive, and self-sufficient force, the M250 represents more than just firepower. It stands as a symbol of a nation's determination to protect its sovereignty, assist its people in times of need, and contribute to regional peace and stability. Looking back at the last decade, the transformation of the Philippines military has been gradual but steady. From outdated Vietnam War-era hardware to next-generation systems like the M250, fighter jets, and missile-armed patrol vessels, each investment has been strategic. And now, with platforms like the M250, the Philippine military is not just catching up, it's beginning to lead in specific areas of innovation suited to its unique geography and security needs. For enthusiasts of both military tech and automotive design, the M250 offers a unique crossover. Its chassis, powertrain, and off-road engineering reflect cutting-edge trends in armored vehicle design, blending performance, utility, and adaptability. Much like how modern high-performance SUVs blend sport and function, the M250 merges lethality with mobility. This balance is what makes the M250 not only a military asset but also a technological showcase. And for those following the evolution of military vehicles around the world, the M250 is a name to remember, born out of necessity, built through collaboration, and poised to defend the future.